Hey y'all, we're back with another daily vlog. But before we go any further, we need to address a few things. So I've been seeing comments basically saying that I'm trying to bash the continent, or why am I not creating more positive content? There are so many people out there that have already bashed the continent. Why am I not projecting things in a more positive image? I don't know if people who are making these comments haven't had the opportunity to read what the channel is actually about. But I just figured I'd create this video to let everybody know so we don't have this issue or question or concern going forward. The purpose of me creating Just Vlog is because when I came to Ghana, I realized there were a lot of things that were happening that isn't necessarily good. And then I also realized that there are so many people that is always projecting the continent to be this beautiful, marvelous, fantastic, amazing place, which it is, but it does not come without faults. If you're planning to relocate here to the continent and you're not fully informed, you will go running and screaming away and telling the whole world how horrible Africa is. So the purpose of me creating content for the channel is to show the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the sad of what the continent of Africa may bring. It's not necessarily all peaches and cream, and it's not necessarily all bad. These daily vlogs that I'm doing is really just my daily life encounter of living here actively in Ghana. My goal here is not to just show this beautiful, grand, marvelous life that a lot of these influencers are out here doing. I get it, they're projecting Africa in a beautiful light. That is their calling. That is the content that they are choosing to project, and there's nothing wrong with that, because while we have the sad, we also have the beautiful. So I love the fact that so many content creators are out there projecting the beautiful image of the continent, because yes, we need that, because so many people have came and said very horrible things about Africa, which is not true. But on the flip side of that, if you are considering relocating outside of wherever you are in the world to the continent of Africa, and you're not fully informed of some of the negatives that can happen here, you will go running, because you would be like, I thought everything was beautiful. I thought Africa was perfect. I thought that I was gonna move there and there was gonna be no trials or tribulations. My problems were gonna be over, because that's what happened to me. Because I was seeing so much grandeur when it came to the continent from other YouTubers, I thought that when I move to Africa and I come to Ghana, oh, my life's worries is over. I'm gonna be home, I'm gonna be free, I'm gonna be able to be in my authentic self. And that was not reality, and still is not reality. The reality is that no matter where you are on this whole entire universe, you're going to deal with issues, problems to some extent. But I will say, relocating here to Ghana has been the best thing that has happened for me and my family, because there are a lot of things that we don't have to deal with here, such as racism, which is so prevalent in the US. In the US, every day you wake up, you're absolutely terrified as being an African-American mom raising African-American kids in a racist society. I didn't want to have that fear of waking up every day as my kids are getting older and wondering if it was going to be safe for them to go outside. I realized that living in America, I, on a day-to-day basis, was struggling with PTSD. I didn't want that for myself. I didn't want that for my kids, and I for sure don't want that for my generations to come. So I realized that I needed to make a change. I needed to do something different. So yes, while Ghana has its negatives, it also has even more positives, which I've shown the positives of living in Ghana, and I've also shown the negatives of living in Ghana. I feel that people always take the negatives out of the situation and run with it. And then they want to fly to the comments and they want to talk. But you can't talk when you don't have knowledge of a situation. In order to be able to give your opinion, you have to know what opinion you're giving. So I decided it was imperative of, instead of me doing my typical vlog for today, that I would come and have this conversation, because it needs to be had. by no means am I trying to deter anyone from coming to the continent. In fact, I'm doing the complete opposite. And while I'm doing the complete opposite, I'm also trying to inform. I feel like I'm even addressing people that probably never even have intentions of even traveling to the continent. They're just here for a show and they're just here to talk. But this is life. This is my reality. This isn't just a show. This isn't just an episode. This just isn't a daily vlog. For me, this is my everyday life. This is my authentic experience. So if you don't like it, you, by every means, have the right to continue to keep on scrolling. You don't even have to subscribe. You can take that with you too. But for those who are very much so interested and invested in wanting to come to the continent, and you really want to know, what would it really truly be like to live there? What are some of the issues that I'm going to encounter? What are some of the trials and tribulations I'm going to have to experience when I'm there? If you're like me and you want to be fully informed and you just don't want the glitz and the glamour of what a place can offer you, but you want to know it from all levels of understanding, then this is the place for you to be. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we're not doing a daily vlog today because y'all done got me worked up in them comments, but I will see y'all on tomorrow's vlog. So beautiful.